because we're talking about law and crime, but we also add justice to our insignia because we think sometimes justice, law, and crime are three separate things.
Well, speaking of that, I guess we're going to talk about a topic many people will feel is justice served. That's the Proctor factor.
But the Proctor factor, because this is big, because this really affects also, I think, the witness list and how this case is run. And you know what? Now that I think about it, now that you've thrown that out, the Proctor factor, what other reason could the prosecution want a delay? Because they may have to try to figure out how to try this case without calling Michael Proctor. So what happened today?
That's interesting. And, I would hope that they weren't so stupid as to think, well, he's still going to be around and this investigation is still going to be up in the air. Because remember, there was a motion in limine to not talk about pending investigations. Well, this one ain't so pending anymore. So the defense is going to tear into it.
So what are we going to have, another motion?
And of course, Proctor is not on the prosecution's list.
So he's not,
unless I missed it. I've been going through them.
He was on the prosecution.
Is he? I've been going through them trying to cross-pollinate.
But this was before.
There he is.
Yeah, he's right there. He's on the prosecution list. But the interesting thing is, maybe that's why, and I didn't even think about this, so you mentioned, that's why talking about these things, and you all talk about with us, and we see what you're thinking about, although you guys are chatting so quick, it's going so fast, I'm not keeping up here. Maybe that's another reason, because they have to try to figure out, in my opinion, how to try this case without him. Okay. And they're going to make a motion, I think, to not have the finding and not have anybody questioned about Proctor, right?
That's a tough argument, because how can you argue it's not relevant? I mean, where do you go after that?
This is State Police, Department of State Police, personnel order, issue date Wednesday, March 19th, 2025, number 25 PER 178, subject trial board finding. Okay.
And this was effectively, just for those who may not realize what was happening here, this is the result of 3 different hearings in which Trooper Proctor's behavior during the investigation into the Karen Reed case was evaluated. 3 times they had to meet with this guy, all super secret, and under the cone of silence. And this is the result of that hearing. And is it Noble? Is that his name? No, the head of the board there, Colonel Superintendent Trooper.
Yes, Noble.
Colonel Superintendent, yeah.
Noble. Jeffrey D. Noble, right.
Yeah. So you can see, I'll zoom in on that just because it's clear. Guilty, 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 guilty. And there were apparently subcategories of the different charges.
Okay, so let me just, for those of you who don't know, when you try an administrative personnel case, the employer has to set out a charge and then a specification. So the charge, let's assume for one, a charge insubordination specification on, March 16, 2024, the employee failed to follow the order given to him by him or her by a superior. The order was to go out and buy coffee for the team. I'm making this up, okay? But that's the way it is. There's a charge and then there's a specification.
It does tell you what he did, though. So yeah, that by inference, you know what the charge was.
Yeah, but I'd love to see the charging document. Come on, you found them guilty. Show the charging document.
All right. Peoples. Okay, so let me. I want to give you a little accompaniment here, because when somebody is, this guy's, yes, he's fired. Okay, I get it. But this is like a military tribunal, right? And,
right.
And what happens when somebody is, they are, how do you say, drummed out of the military? So, failed to conform to the work standards established for the member's rank, title, or position, and/or did fail to take appropriate actions on the occasion of a crime, disorder, or other conditions deserving state police attention. This occurred when Trooper Proctor, while assigned to the lead investigator in a homicide investigation, sent derogatory, defamatory, disparaging, and/or otherwise inappropriate text messages about a suspect in that investigation to other individuals. This action is in direct violation of Article 5.8.2. This is a Class A violation. Trooper Proctor. Oh,
go ahead. Keep going. No, I want you to keep going.
I'm on a roll here. Let me see if I can put this one up so I can see the whole thing. Okay, there we go. Trooper Proctor, on various dates between January 29, 2022 and June 9, 2022, did fail to conform to the work standards established for the member's rank, title, or position, and/or did fail to take appropriate action on the occasion of a crime, disorder, or other condition deserving state police attention. This occurred when Trooper Proctor, while assigned as the lead investigator in a homicide investigation, provided sensitive and or confidential information about a homicide victim. I need more drumming. Hold on, I need to get back.
I'm drumming. Come on, let's everybody drum. Come on, everybody, let's
drumming.
drum. Let's drum with Michael.
This occurred when Trooper Proctor, while assigned about investigated. The action is direct violation. Okay, those are the first two big broad ones, right?
Right.
But there's more. There's more. Continuing, charge number 2. Trooper Proctor, on various dates between January 29, 2022 and August 17, 2022, did fail to conform to the work standards established for the member's rank, title, or position, and or did fail to take appropriate action on the occasion of a crime, disorder, or other condition deserving state police attention. This occurred when Trooper Proctor, while assigned as the lead investigator in a homicide investigation, sent derogatory, defamatory, disparaging, or otherwise inappropriate text messages when a suspect in that investigation to individuals. This, again, is in a direct violation of 5.8.
Proctor, through his actions on various dates between January 29th, 2022 and August 17th, 2022, did fail to conform to the work standards established for the member's rank, title, or position, and or did fail to take appropriate action on the occasion of a crime, disorder, or other condition deserving state police attention. This occurred when Trooper Proctor, while assigned as the lead investigator in a homicide investigation, through his unprofessional and inappropriate conduct, created an image that he was biased in his dealings with the homicide suspect and or brought otherwise himself and the Massachusetts State Police in disrepute. This action is in direct violation of Article 5.8.2. This is a Class A violation.
Here's my favorite one, because I thought this was a requirement. Trooper Proctor, on July 19, 2022, did consume alcohol while on duty and not in the performance of duty, and while acting under specific orders from a supervisory member or proper authority. This occurred when Trooper Proctor consumed alcoholic beverages while eating dinner on duty and then proceeded to operate his department-issued cruiser. This action is in direct violation of Article 5.10.4. This is a Class B violation. Trooper Michael D. Proctor, ID number 3863, as a result of his actions, shall be terminated, dishonorably discharged.